Hey everyone, this is Smrithi from class 10th. Today for my economics activity, I am interviewing my dad, Ramakrishna Bhat, who is a GST and tax consultant. Now before going through the interview, let's see what are taxes. Taxes are an important and largest source of income for the government. The government uses the money collected from taxes for various projects for the development of the nation. The Indian tax system is well structured and has a three-tier federal structure. The tax structure consists of the central government, state governments, and the local municipal bodies. When it comes to taxes, there are two types of taxes in India: direct and indirect tax. The direct tax includes income tax, gift tax, capital gain tax, etc., while indirect tax includes value added tax, service tax, goods and service tax, customs duty, etc. Now, let's briefly know what are indirect taxes. Indirect tax is a tax that can be passed on to another individual or entity. Indirect tax is generally imposed on suppliers or manufacturers who pass on to the final consumer. Excise duty, customs duty, and value added tax are examples of indirect taxes. The department in which Mr. Ramakrishna Bhatt worked comes under the indirect taxes, and here is a small introduction of him and his work. K. Ramakrishna Bhatt joined the Central Tax Department in the year 1993 and has worked under the departments of Central Excise, GST, DRI, Service Tax, and Customs before taking a voluntary retirement in August 2018. He now works as a GST and tax consultant, an agriculturist, and is also pursuing his LLB. Let's go talk to him. Hi, Appa. Appa, I have been given an activity by my teacher, economics teacher, for interviewing a person from one of the sectors of the economy. So I thought that you are the right person to interview. So I wanted to ask a few questions about your work and experience in that.
Yeah, please.
So, what made you join the Central Excise Department? Like, was it your dream job or the circumstances made you join that?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's like that was a time, it's 25 years, 26, 28 years before. So, job opportunities were very less. So, and I am from a rural area with not much of opportunities. My only option was to get a job for my livelihood, and I never had a choice, like whether my wanting job or other job or kind of thing. I had to look for a job. I got a job. So the department which I got is just a coincidence. But after working in the department, I felt so much that with the God's grace, I got a very good job in a very good department.
I wanted to ask, what was your experience while working under the tax department? Like, what was your thoughts about the various aspects like work, colleagues, or the various places you work?
Yeah, it's a long experience, you know. I worked for 25 and a half years in the department and I then resigned. It was a pretty good experience for me and a lovely department I got. See, I got my job as inspector in the Central Excise Department, which deals with the central taxes, including central excise, customs, and later from 1994 onwards, service tax also was introduced. And we had other works as well, like narcotics seizures, other challenging works. If you're asking me what is the experience, it's a great experience of my lifetime, of course, because I spent my 25 years of life in the department. So I worked in various places, worked with various people, I lived in various places of different culture. That itself is a lesson for anybody to learn. And tax department, you should be knowing, the tax department is a major contributor of revenue for the government spending. If government has to work somewhere, government has to have money. But money uh, predominantly comes from tax department. Tax department is a department which ensures that proper tax is collected. It's not that tax department is levying. Parliament is levying the tax and tax department ensures that proper tax is collected. So that is the department with which I work. I had, when you work in a department of this kind, you have a lot of challenges. So you come across various situations. Sometimes it is embarrassing, sometimes it is challenging, sometimes it is frightening, sometimes it is lovely. Whole lot of experience you come across. Unlike many other departments, I am proud that I worked in such a beautiful department. You don't get such a experience in many of the departments. Because most of the department have a stereotypic, monotonous kind of work. Whereas my department was a different kind. Because we had the option, like I was having the option of going to CBI as well, but slightly I missed it. So we worked for narcotics law, central excise law, customs law, service tax law, and later at the end of my career, I worked for GST laws. It's all challenging things. To sum up, I don't know how I spent 25 and a half years in the department. That's all.
You resigned at a very early age, even though you still had 13 more years of your service. And you are now working on your own as a GST and tax consultant and agriculturist. And by doing all this, you are also pursuing your LLB and also doing social work. I wonder sometimes how you are managing all this together.
Yeah, it's a challenge. But when I joined this department, I was in this 22nd year of my life. Okay. That time I had a dream, I had set a dream that I should resign when I'm 50. Because my thought was, because I wanted to do something of my own away from the department. Not that I was not in a good department. Department was good. See, when I came out of the department, my first question people, my friends, my relatives posed me is, why you resign such a department? So that is the thing. But my idea, my vision was something else. So I immediately started my consultancy to earn my bread, primarily. Then my ways are open for social work and pursue my LLB, the passion which I had from the beginning. And of course, I am born as an agriculturist, so that is my inbuilt skill that I should never forget. That's how I am into all these things. And social work is again something somebody should do. Once God has given me all those things for all these years, then I should give back something to society. That is my duty. So, if you are asking where you get time for all these things, social work is a compulsion. You're supposed to do, you should find time for that. And of course, looking after you all, my family, that is again the second primary thing which I am supposed to do. Then pursuing LLB, in between it happens. Then my consultancy work, that is my bread earner. So there also I don't have any choice. So whatever God has given the time, I should accommodate all these things, and I am accommodating. I am proud of that. I am doing good. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching my activity. I thank my economics teacher and my principal ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.